Hey guys, welcome back. This is Naresh. So in this video we will see one of the new feature in Selenium 4 in which we can run our website on some lower bandwidth. So yes, it might possible that in certain scenario you have to run off your website on some lower bandwidth like a 2G connection and see how your application is behaving. And this is possible through Devtools, which is provided in Selenium 4. Okay. So let's start with the program of Selenium 4 through which we can run our website on some other network which is of lower bandwidth like a 2G or a 3G connection. Okay, so this is a blank class in front of you, and in that there is a blank method public static void main, and in this I will just go ahead and I will initialize my driver. So it should be driver manager dot chrome driver dot setup. So this is a usual thing which we always do, and after that I will just write web driver equal to new chrome driver. Okay, so these are the two lines of code which we always write when we are working on the chrome driver. Okay, now for the Devtools we just have to write, we have to create a class. Okay, so it would be Devtools, and I can just give name as Devtools again. Maybe I have to put, yeah, so T is capital in that, so it tells me to import it. Let me import this. So it says Alt Enter. Okay, now Devtools equal to, and for initializing a Devtool we have to cast our driver into the Chrome driver so that I can call its get Devtool method. So now I need to cast my driver into the Chrome driver. So I will just write Chrome driver, and here I can just write driver so that it is cast, and after that I will put a dot and say dev get Devtools. And as I've explained before, it is necessary to cast our driver into Chrome driver so that my driver can see a method of get Devtools. Okay, and now I have to create a session. So for that, just click Devtools and then you have to just add create session. Okay, so once it is done, now we have to give command, and for creating a network connection we have to first enable the network. So there is a class which is provided under Devtools which is network. So I have to call network.enable. So it would be network.enable. Okay, and now there are some parameters I need to give. So what are the parameters I need to give? Here I need to give basically three parameters. Okay, so first is maximum total buffer size, and another is maximum resource buffer size, and another is maximum post data size. Okay, so for the maximum buffer size is the buffer size which is allowed on my computer or on my network. So what I will do, because it says it should be an optional, so I have to make the use of optional.off method. Okay, so optional.off method is provided by java.util class. So I will just write optional.off. Okay, it is not recognizing it. Let's see. Yeah, so optional.off, and I need to give a size here. So I can give the size as per the network which I can allow. Okay, it should be in the integer. So let me give a random one. So I will put 1 and then 8 zeros. Okay, and then again I need to use optional, and here I need to give resource buffer size. So see, right now I am giving a total buffer size, so even if I keep a resource size as empty, so that will be fine. So for my network it will be good, so there is no problem in that. And the next also I can give optional.empty, so I don't have to give all the parameters here. Okay, so this way I am enabling my network. Okay, now what I will do, I will again call Devtools. So it will be Devtools dot send, and here I will again call network dot, and now in network there is a different method which is emulate network condition. So I have to provide a network condition here. Okay, so I will give network dot emulate. Okay, some spelling mistake here. Network dot emulate network conditions, and now I can give different here. So see, the first you can see the first parameter is boolean offline or online. So I need to give that whether my network condition, whether it should be offline or it should be online. Okay, so what I can give for the offline, I can give it as false. So I want this network condition to be working for me, because I want it to be work for the 2G connection. So I am giving offline equal to false. Okay, then it asking for the latency. Now latency also I need to give some numbers. So for latency I am giving 100. Okay, and then again it says for the download throughput. So for download throughput, let me give it 1000, and then it says upload throughput. So let me give something like 2000 here, just a random number I am giving. And for connection type, okay, so last option it says @not null optional connection type. So for that I need to give a connection type. So I know I need a connection type of 2G network, which I said before. So I will do optional. I will use optional again. Okay, because you can see it's given option here. So I have to give optional dot off. And here I can give my connection type, which will be a 2G connection. So I will say connection type. Okay, see there is a 2G, there is a 3G, Bluetooth, Ethernet, but I will select a 2G connection here. Okay, so this is the way I have given a 2G connection. So this is the only command which I need to give to run my network on the 2G connection. So basically from this line to this line. Okay, from line number 17 to line number 20, I need to write to run my connection on the 2G connection. If you want, you can just create one method so that it can be reused across in your framework. Okay, and now we can open any website like driver.get, and here I can give any website name, https www.google.com. Okay, so I think that's it. So let me just close this method. Okay, so simple 4 lines of code which you need to remember when you are trying to, because see, these 2 lines of code are also very common. Devtools, Chrome driver.devtools and devtools.create session. Only these 2 lines you need to remember if you want to run it onto your 2G network. Okay, so let's run this, and you will see that when you are working on the 2G connection, your website will work slowly. Okay, and that is the same emulation which we want, that my website runs slowly, and after that we can see that how my application is behaving. So there is some issue in the curly brace. Let's see. Okay, so I think I put one extra here. Okay, let's run it again. Okay, it's running now. See, now the website is open, but it's still loading. Okay, generally it does not take so much of time when we are working on 3G connection or a good internet connection. But right now you can see that my this thing is still loading. If I press F12 key, it will show you a logs also. So it's still loading, so no logs generated yet. See, it has started to generate the logs, but this is still loading. Right, see, this is working, so logs are getting generated, but it's still loading. Right, so this is because of 2G connection. And now let's go ahead, let's comment this line out which we have just created. So what I will do, I will just comment these 2 lines of code, or maybe even the 4 lines of code, we don't need it. Okay, and now run this again. See, this time it has opened instantly and it has finished. The loading has been finished. There is no more loading now. Okay. So see, now without the 2G connection, my internet is working fine. I'm able to open google.com. So this is the reason that when we are working on application, there are some situations when people are using the 2G connections also, right? And you want that your particular page or your website is working on 2G connection, so you want to emulate that network. So that is possible through Devtools feature, which has been provided in Selenium 4 for you. Okay, so that's it for today. So I hope that this was a good learning for you. So keep watching and keep learning. Have a great day.